Hello, this is Lala-2. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to make a wrap in Blender and then import it into Roblox. Now, first thing we need to do is Shift A, go here to Mesh, and add a plane. We need to do GY to grab it to the actual handle itself. We need to do S to scale it down to right about here. Go ahead, tab into edit mode. Go here, press 2 to go into edge select, hold shift, click this part so it's deselected, X, delete edges. So now all that's left is right here. Now one thing we need to do is go to add modifier. Wait, but before we do that, Control A, rotation, so that it applies the rotation. So no matter where your handle is, it automatically applies the rotation and you can follow this. Now we go here to add modifier, go to screw, and then go to Y. And now it's wrapping around the blade. Now what we want to do is scale it down a little bit. Go ahead, go here to screw value, and make it so it's just right off of here, and it's not connecting to this other piece. Now we want to increase the integrations. Right about here, we could scale it down some more so that it actually fits the length of our blade, of our handle. Now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and add a shrink wrap. Now, one thing that could really help is to make sure that you named your handle in Blender so that it's easier to choose. But now that we have our shrink wrap on and we're on our handle, on our wrap, we could go ahead, switch the target to handle, and now it's wrapping around our actual handle. And now what we need to do is go to add modifier, solidify, and we just want to change the values, the thickness of it. You could do it however you want, it really doesn't matter if you want a thick handle or you want a thinner wrap. Yeah, and that's actually good. But one thing we could do to upgrade the quality of this wrap to make it look better is go ahead, go here, Control R, and add a vertice right there to right in the middle of here so that it gives it more detail. Now, one other thing we could do is go to add modifier, and we could go to subdivision surface. And once we add that, it looks really good, and it looks like a very nice wrap. Now, what we could do is go ahead and make sure we're selected on our wrap, and Control A to select and apply all of our modifiers. Now, one thing we want to do is Shift D, S, X, -1. So it's Shift D, S, X, -1. And we just put our wrap on the other side. So now one thing we could do is we could go ahead, GY, to move our wrap around. But I want to keep it just right here. Now what we want to do is S, Shift, Y, so that it's only scaling on the X-axis and the Z-axis. We could just go ahead and make sure that it's not phasing through the other wrap. And this looks really good. Now what we could do is we can go ahead and grab this part right here, grab both of these, Control J. Now you can see it looks a little weird, and if this ends up happening to you, it's mostly because of your handle. So what we can end up doing is just select it, tab to go into edit mode, 3 so we could go in face select, click on the part that looks weird and press L. Click on the part that looks weird and press L, so it's selecting this one, and then just go here to mesh, go to normals, and then go to flip mesh, normals, flip vertices, so that now it does not have that weird phasing look. And we flipped our normals, and so now our handle is done and it looks really good. Now what we need to do is go here to statistics, and we need to look how many vertices we're at. Right here you can see we're at 6,000, which we can import into Roblox. So all we need to do to import this into Roblox is go over to File, go to Export, FBX. And now that we've gone to export FBX, we could just go ahead. I'm going to create a file and call this sword vid. Go here, enter this. We could just call this sword 1. And now what we need to do is go here to scale 0.01 so that it's not super huge when we import it into Roblox. And all we need to do is quick export FBX. And now let's go into the Roblox section of this video. Hello. Now we're in Roblox. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is go ahead and go into Asset Manager. This is the #1 plugin you'll need in order to import this. It's a basic Roblox one. Just go ahead and open it. Bulk import. And we're going to go ahead and go to our file, swordvid, and we're going to click on sword 1. We're going to import it. And now here's one thing you need to do. Do not click on import file as a single mesh, because then it'll all be one mesh. You want them to be separate meshes so you could texture them differently. Now we're going to press apply all. Okay, now that all of our meshes have been imported, we're going to go ahead and click on these and hold shift on all of them and click all of them, right? I'm going to insert with location. Just have to right click and press insert with location. And now we're going to go ahead and move our sword over here. We're going to go ahead and go to hole 1 and we're just going to grab them. And we want to do Control G. Now we want to go to the Explorer view. So we can go ahead and select all of them. Go ahead, go in here into model. And we just want to go ahead and texture all of our stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and color this right here. You can hold Alt in order to go inside of the model and click it. You could just go in here and we're going to color all of our pieces of our sword. And go here. And lastly, our wrap. Now what we want to do is go ahead, select our pieces that we're going to need. Actually, select all of our pieces. Go here from the top and hold shift and go down to the very last one. Go inside of properties and click double-sided so that it's not phasing through each other and it doesn't look weird. It could happen on yours, most likely it won't, but it might. Now what we want to do is go ahead, hold all of our objects and click them that we want to be a certain material. And there, we are done. Now that everything is textured, this sword looks really nice. Now, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.